Film critic Herb Stratford is back with us again this half hour. And Herb, you're wrapping up the Sundance Film Festival, and we're talking about first best documentaries.
Yeah, so it's interesting. This is the first year that Sundance has been all virtual because of COVID. So everybody was at home watching movies, but that gave us a chance to see a lot of great things. And we're going to start off with documentaries, and lots of great documentaries, but three that really were remarkable. And I just want to talk on real quickly. Street Gang, How We Got to Sesame Street, Misha and the Wolves, and Summer of Seoul. And Street Gang, the Sesame Street documentary, is just really an interesting look. You know, we've seen great documentaries in the past about Elmo and about Big Bird and the people that did those characters. We've never seen the story of how Sesame Street came to be and what a radical thing it was to do children's programming that was not just trying to sell cereal or toys. And so a really, really great documentary, really worth your time. This one will be coming out later this year, so be looking for that. Misha and the Wolves, an interesting story about a Holocaust story that is investigated to see if it's actually true and how you can still kind of do those things. And so it's sort of like a deep dive into a story that almost sounded like too crazy to be true, and you'll see. And then Summer of Soul, which is about the 1969 Harlem Music Festival, and it was the same year as Woodstock, but it really didn't get as much attention, and everyone played this festival. So a really great documentary by the musician Questlove, which was bought by Hulu and will be out later this year.
Oh, some interesting ones on the watch list. I hadn't even heard of the Sesame Street one, so that definitely, they cover so many topics there. And let's talk about the best narrative films now.
So, of course, Sundance is always the place where you see some really kind of heavy, serious dramas, and this was no change this year, but also some fun stuff. CODA, the first film that we have, is about, CODA stands for Child of Deaf Adults, and so it's about a young woman who's trying to figure out how to start her life. She has hearing without abandoning her family who does not have hearing, and so very, very touching film. Won the Grand Jury Prize. That will definitely be coming out. Will be in the awards mix. Mass is another film that was really a really powerful drama about two couples coming together after a horrible tragedy, and trying to figure out how to accept each other and how to forgive each other for their respective parts in this tragedy. So really amazing film, really stuck with me for a long time. John and the Hole, sort of a dark film about a boy that puts his family down a hole. and Jockey, which is about jockeys, which was actually filmed up at Turf Paradise up in Phoenix. So sort of an Arizona connection to that film. So some great films to look for out of Sundance this year, coming to screens soon.
Oh, I love that tease, Herb. Thank you. Yes, we will definitely be watching out for those. Thank you for keeping us in the know. I know Andrew and Stephanie definitely need to have some more added to their list on what movies to watch. Herb, thank you. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.